Okay, we're going to jump out of this and go directly to Ottawa and get Michel Boyer, who's broadcasting today from the old City Hall. And you've got some breaking news for us, Michel. What can you tell us?
That's right. The Canadian government was expected to announce counter tariffs on U.S. aluminum, Bev, but I could tell you that the United States just a moment ago coming out with a public statement saying that it will be rescinding the duties on Canadian aluminum. That is happening now. I can tell you that this statement coming from the U.S. Trade Representative's office. So there's a lot of fine print here that I haven't had the opportunity to get through quite yet, Bev. But I do want to also add that I have spoken with a number of Canadian sources who are confirming that today, instead of announcing Canadian tariffs on U.S. aluminum, they are going to be announcing that that will not be happening. So this is a happy ending after what has been another tense few months in Canadian-U.S. history. The United States months ago announcing these Section 232 national security tariffs on Canadian aluminum. Something the Canadian government obviously has said time and time again is absurd. They were ready to go with dollar-for-dollar tariffs. So again, these tariffs from the United States being dropped, Canada not going to be imposing these tariffs. So we're still waiting for official word from the Canadian government. Chrystia Freeland and Mary Ng were both supposed to be speaking to reporters at 3 o'clock this afternoon. As you can imagine, lots of wheels in motion here. Those two ministers inside the cabinet retreat not too far from where I am right now. I'm told that officials are scrambling to kind of readjust our position. So as I continue to learn more here on the ground, Bev, I'll bring it right back to you.
Yeah, it really is a surprising reversal, Michel. And while I know you're still going through it, I guess no reason, we don't really know yet why they decided to make, the United States decided to make that decision. But we did hear over the past several weeks a lot of analysts saying that they thought that those tariffs would last at least until after the U.S. election.
Right, and that's because the United States imposed these tariffs on what is basically unfinished products. So if you think of gold bars, think of aluminum bars. And with COVID-19, what happened was instead of shipping aluminum products from Canada to the United States, we were shipping these aluminum bars. So the United States saw a surge of what's called raw product go into its market, but the overall total that was going to its market was really unchanged. And this is something that had, according to a lot of the people that I've been speaking to, really scratching their head thinking, how does this make sense? But it makes sense if you look at who is complaining to the United States administration. People who, companies that are in, Trump land, I guess you could say. So the Canadian government is saying, listen, this is temporary. And in the statement from the United States, they acknowledge that over the next 6 months, they do foresee this raw product, the shipments from Canada into the United States, they do expect these shipments to go down and for everything to kind of go back to normal. This is the message that the Canadian government has been trying to convey to the United States over the last number of months. And Bev, by all indications, what we're seeing today is that this has prevailed. Their messaging did work. And, when we talked about 232, these national security tariffs on steel and aluminum during NAFTA negotiations, Chrystia Freeland did come out and say, this is common sense, like we're trying to drill common sense into them. And the same sort of applies here.
Okay, Michel, lots to drill down on. We'll let you have a couple of minutes to go through some stuff and we'll get right back to you. Thank you very much.